There we go. We're now live. Hello,
Hello.
Evoinion.
Oh wait, I forgot to open up the window. Where's the chat? Let me show it to me, Rachel.
Chat.
Show it to me, Rachel. Wait, the window isn't opening. Or is it? Oh, there
Video
it is.
vision is working. Yes, perfect. Got my Dr. Pepper. Wait, where's my YouTube chat? My YouTube chat
Where
has
the fuck is my
disappeared.
chat? Why is my chat
I want to
not
have my
working?
Steam open. I was playing some
Dude.
Hat in Time before I started streaming.
How'd that go?
It was fun.
There we go. There's chat.
It started the like film level where like the movie with like the bird and the penguin.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What the
well, I didn't
fuck?
just start it. Yeah, I did some things out of order, I think.
Yeah, you did, because you were in fucking Alpine Skyline, which is the second to last chapter of the game before you did the fucking train.
The train? There's a train.
Yeah,
oh yeah, there's the
Are
train.
you on the train?
No, I'm not on the train. I just started. I just did like the first thing, like the intro.
What is the
mission.
I don't
think
remember
there
what
is
the
a
fuck the
train. There
is
is a
then.
train. I'm pretty sure. I just
I
haven't
don't
gotten to
remember.
it yet.
Whatever, you're gonna figure it out, I'm sure. It's been like,
Frog.
God, how many years since
Where
I
is
played
my
that game?
YouTube
Let me find
chat?
out when I purchased it. I don't know if I can. Actually, never mind. I won't open Steam on stream.
YouTube
Hello.
chat.
Hello. Sorry.
Here we
Hello,
go.
Swadand. How's it going?
Hello,
Swadand.
Sakay. Why can I still not chat in my own YouTube chat? So annoying. And yes,
Oh,
Sakay, you
no.
are #1. Look at you go. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Okay, I've got some cereal. I'm gonna munch on a little bit, and then I'll talk about what I want to do.
I got a Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of Dr. Pepper.
This player script is insane. I cannot wait to tear this down and make it better.
It's normal. Jimmy is #2.
I will be rewriting some code today, though. So
I
am Steve.
am Steve.
I didn't show you. I didn't show you.
It's gonna be a battle in my chat for #1, isn't there?
I
This
didn't
is
show you
not
boss
a
stuff,
good
did I?
addition. How do I turn this off? You know, if you send me money, your placement goes up higher.
You don't have monetization on, so you literally can't.
Darn.
So
over.
JW, did I show you shop map generation stuff or at all?
Maybe like a little bit.
Okay. I also added boss placement.
Oh,
Let me clear these enemies
that's
and I'll
pretty
show you.
sick.
So you can see that there's 2 rooms with 0. Ignore the off center thing. It's a debugging
Why is
thing.
it off center?
But I hate you. I don't know which one this is. So this is the boss room. So I added a little boss arena. I'm gonna be putting something in here today. And working on that. And then also I added shop. Oh shit. Ignore that. Here's shop guy.
Whoa, shop guy.
So I went ahead and added in some generation. I also shortened the level generation so that I can test things easier. And also it shows up in the TP list, which is really cool.
Yes, worm boss. He's gonna make a worm boss.
Yes.
He's gonna do it all
Worm boss
today.
is gonna be the first boss for demo. Or the playtest, the next playtest, whatever that ends up being.
Stop fighting in my YouTube chat.
fellas, my YouTube chat also has the top chatter thing. You can come over and
True.
chat in my chat and get #1
That's
if you
true.
want. Ooh, I should send out my going live notification.
Oh, I should set out my going live notification.
What was the last thing you did on you getting into the chat messages? Yeah, because they're in Tim Pericat's YouTube chat. That's what if you look up in the corner up here, there's like a little icon next to theirs and that shows what chat they're in. Oh shit, we didn't do a combined chat on Twitch actually.
No, we didn't do combined chat on Twitch. It's over.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're so back.
Because we have 2 chats, I just added things so that people
Yeah.
can see both of them. I'm not talking to you, I'm saying it to the people on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I still need to set up Twitter
Yeah, you do.
stream
This is mine.
whatever
Social stream.
Social stream, socialist streaming, whatever it's called.
Stuff, dude. Dante 9.
When will next demo be out? January
Is that the
of 2026. No, it's Jimmy actually.
Really? Oh.
What did I have in here? I thought oh yeah, I wanted to work on some new cards. One thing, don't forget, I also already have the where are they? Cards. Hello.
You have worm boss stuff, don't you?
What?
What's you have something called a worm boss test 1. Shit. You don't have to separate into segments.
I can separate them out. Yeah, I do.
Okay, if you don't
I
mind.
just don't
doing
have
that,
it in the
would
game.
love
I don't think I can get it.
that. Okay. I can just use the shitty worm for
No. I
whatever
can
reason.
get it. I can get it.
Alright, man.
Give me just a second.
Let me clear this notification really quickly. Also, yeah, sorry, I'm still eating. I'm hungry as shit, and I forgot to eat until
He does that a lot.
just
It's okay.
like a few minutes ago. So, do you have any idea of what you want the worm boss design to be? Gameplay wise?
have no clue. I don't know how to make
Okay, that's
bosses.
fine.
So
That's fine, because I've got a couple ideas
Okay.
that I want to do,
sick.
which is that I think I want the worm boss to. How many bosses in Terraria have you beat?
I know I beat.
Did you beat Eater of Worlds?
Eater Worlds. That's the corruption.
That's the worm and the corruption, yeah.
You know, I did Crimson, so I fought the brain
okay.
guy.
Did you?
But I have seen the Eater of Worlds. I vaguely know what he is.
So I kind of want to do something similar, where rather than the if I spawn in the worm, the like shitty worm.
Yeah.
So shitty worm's fun, but the problem is that it doesn't actually behave like Terraria worms. It behaves more like, I don't know, it's a flying enemy. So Terraria worms have this cool thing where it's kind of like that, where they go in a straight line until they hit the ground and then they can start turning.
Honestly, that might
I
be
spawned two of them.
not terrible for those guys too.
Yeah, I think so. So one of the things that also happens, I'll go ahead and pause this so I can look at this. You're going to hear sounds in the background, sorry. So whenever they come out of the ground, they will kind of come out with a direction, and then they can't change their direction, but it will still kind of apply gravity, so they will slowly kind of do down like this. And then based on like what the actual like velocity is, they might stay in the air longer. So I think I want to do something like that where it will choose a random spot. It will choose like a random spot for it to come out from, and then it will kind of like shoot across, and it will deal damage to the player if it hits them. I think I do want it to have contact damage. Maybe it'll be spiky. I don't know what you've got going on with that.
It
so
is
kind of looks dangerous.
Yeah. It's got like little spines on it.
Yeah. So like maybe having contact damage on that is not a terrible idea. Especially because these guys are kind of easy to avoid. And then I think I would also like to have it spawn some sort of ads, like maybe whenever it slams into the ground, or maybe it'll go away after it's like a, I don't know, 20-second period. And then during that time, it will like spawn some ads from the walls.
Some what?
That you'll have to fight. Sorry, what's up?
Spawn what?
Ads. Additional enemies.
Oh,
It's like an MMO term. It just means like enemies like these guys.
Nerd.
That are just like completely separate from the boss. Also, there's two guys there. It's kind of funny. And I think that's mainly the design I want to go with.
I literally cannot gain any more XP. It's like I
my God.
cooked. It's over for this guy. Assigned bottom in chat.
So, have you pushed up any of your enemy stuff?
No. I can do that.
You haven't pushed up any of it.
No, I push up some of it. I think, let me look at the changes. I can let you know what changes there are.
Sure. I should actually,
I think it was,
changes as well. 'Cause I haven't
yeah, it
like
was
looked at them.
mostly the,
Does it have the enemy base class?
yes, that,
Okay.
it should. It was mostly like the sounds that I added. By the way, how did you like those? Some of them might need to be tweaked a little bit, but
I don't
I'm
remember
kind
what
of
they
happy
sound
with
like,
them. Okay. Well,
so I don't know.
rip. It's over.
Sorry. Let me push up a couple of. There's a lot of stuff in here actually. Oh, I added one thing I did add that you will probably like is if I go to like room 1. Now the tile map can be separated from the navigation region. Because I added the custom navigation region in class so that you can assign in this array, rebake the navigation, and then actually hide the region without affecting the tile set, because that was pissing me off a lot, not being able to see the actual level. So now that's a thing. Hopefully there's no errors.
Well, I'm gonna have to push up the changes that way you can get the, or I guess I could just send them to you, but
yeah, either or. Yeah, I'm actually gonna commit some of my changes because I think there's a lot of stuff in here that is not necessarily related to the boss at all. And by not necessarily related, I mean like completely separate from the boss.
Yeah.
Like procedural generation. Is there a change to boykisser.gd? Doesn't matter.
Oh, so we're just not gonna load any of my documents whatsoever. Thank you.
Of course. Putting files in folder tree in versus git and search. Hold on, sorry, I might be having a stroke. Git and search. Yeah, I won't lie, I don't know what I'm reading. My brain might not be working yet.
Yeah,
viewing
that's okay.
files in
Mine
folder
doesn't
tree
ever.
in versus git and search has changed me. I think you mean viewing them in like here versus in like a git diff. If so, yeah.
I'm
it's
pushing
honestly
out my
really
changes.
nice to just. Okay. Oh, VS Code. Okay, VS Code. Gotcha. Yeah. I really like using VS Code's Git because it is just so nice. It's so much more visual. I make a habit, and I would recommend other people do this as well, to just kind of scroll through your changes to see what you made, to see if there's anything that stands out. Just to make sure you're not committing up anything accidentally.
Yeah. You guys changed
Which
your
I know
PFP,
JW
I'm
just
hurt.
definitely did not.
I did not. Boy
Yeah.
Kisser era ended. It's over.
Friendship ended with Boy Kisser.
Yeah.
Friendship began with stupid looking maple thing.
I think we should have like a monthly PFP theme.
You think so?
Everybody
What's
can
next
match.
month?
I don't know.
New reminder that we are going to Supernova. Maybe we can do like rivals profile pictures.
Do rivals. No, I'm
definitely would not
leaving the
be, like,
server.
terrible.
Oh no, Sakei's leaving the server. Oh no.
Ah, shit,
Oh
dude.
no.
No.
I'm so sad.
I don't want Sakei to leave the server, dude.
No, not
Quickly
Sakei.
say something to get him back.
Miku month. Oh yeah, we were gonna do Miku
Sakei.
for July. We could do that.
No. It's a little bit late in July to start. I mean,
It's only the 6th.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not too late. You can save your maple for next month.
Save the maple.
Save the maple.
I'll push up the full version of the generation so you at least get the full levels.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
What did he say?
What?
What
I'm
did
just
he say?
saying uh-oh to procedural generation.
Oh, yeah.
Sakei
yeah,
said don't
okay.
be too sad. Yeah, I'm so sad.
Tutorial room, same room.
Heart's broken.
Ah, shit, what did I just commit? I didn't mean to commit that. Stage that fucking change now.
Oopers.
Sister. What was that change? You don't matter, you don't matter,
Why
you don't
am I
matter,
hearing-
none of you matter.
Am I hearing two different music?
might
Oh,
have
do I
my
have your
stream
stream
on
audio on? Yo, I did. It was just very quiet. Rip.
Oopie.
I'm sorry, everybody. You were
Oh, I know
hearing
it was
double.
Yeah. This does need to.
My bad, gang.
That's okay. You can hear whatever music you're playing, and then the good music I'm playing.
Well, yours is like really, really quiet. That's why I didn't notice.
Oh. Yep,
I need to add more
changed. Okay,
music
yeah.
to mine. Put that on my to-do list.
Why are there changes to this? Do I need to commit these? I'm gonna say I might need to commit these. I don't exactly know what's going on there, but I'm gonna say it's fine. Importer, and then debug stuff, and then an extra physics layer. Apparently I didn't push that up.
It's
Shit, I just committed that entire file, didn't I? Fuck. Can't do that. I just want to commit certain things. Like the physics layer change and the file logging change.
Oh, and don't forget, I did the laser pointer and SMG cards if you ever want to implement those.
Oh yeah, true. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Kino. How's it going?
I feel like you could have
doing
some
just
fun
a little bit of
with the laser pointer, making big, massive laser effect.
Probably, yeah.
I kind of want it to be like a comically large laser for a little tiny laser pointer.
Yeah. I'm just posting up a couple of things. I'm cleaning my Git before I start working on actual stuff.
Okay.
So let me do that first. I can kill all of these temp files. Honestly, I might add a file mask to ignore temp files whenever we're doing Git stuff, because I'm so tired of seeing them in my Git log. I think. What is name.md? Oh, you're fine. You can be murdered. Okay, I think that's good. This is procedural, simple, procedural generation.
Glad I wrote down all these ideas for cards, because I did not remember half of these that I wrote down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why you gotta... Ah, shit.
I need more, obviously, but...
This is gonna ask me which files I need to clean up. Show command output, what's wrong? Default bus layout, get the fuck out of here.
What card should I draw today?
I don't know. There should be changes pushed up now.
Okay.
If you want to take a look at some of the procedural stuff.
I don't want to take a look.
There's a lot of stuff.
I already closed Godot.
Oh, you already closed Godot, okay.
Because I had to push up
I
my
use VS
changes.
Code with Godot.
Oh, I guess you don't need to close
I-
Godot to push up changes. I'm really dumb, but...
Yeah. So I use VS Code only for Git operations, although I know a lot of people do use it for GDScript. There's an add-on in here called one of these. Hold on, we'll scroll and find it. It should be under G. Godot Tools. This one is really nice because it adds actual like autocomplete, and if I control click on something, it'll take me to the actual class name declaration. But I mainly use it for how do I turn off the author page there? I mainly use it for Git just because it makes more sense to me than GitHub Desktop. Okay, so shit, I'm the idiot. I didn't close Godot before pulling changes.
True,
Okay.
true.
Shit, get out of here. Get here for. But yeah, no, I know a lot of people do use VS Code for Godot, but I really don't like.
Oh, I
using
forgot
it
you added the
personally.
forge too. Couldn't go.
Yeah, you could also test that out on your side, but it should work about the same.
Yeah.
If you wanted to see the full generated map, by the way, you can press 2 on your keyboard and it will reveal the entire map and also show their distances from the starting room. Dude, he's just playing around with his enemies.
Yeah. Having too much fun. Playing with my
Let me open this
enemy.
up. Shit, this works. Ooh. Dude, I hate that the audio is so loud. Start. Whoa.
Oh yeah, you can test out the sounds on the flying guys.
Something... I understand what people say now. I just
What?
felt it for the first time.
What?
It's not that I got motion sick from it, but I was like, man, I wish this camera did something a little bit different.
Yeah.
I 100%, whenever
I
these
think-
enemies are flying around, I 100% understand what they're saying now.
I think it's mostly... I think the jumping needs to not follow the camera as much.
Yes,
I
there's
think
a
that's
couple
one
of
of the
things.
main
We need a dead zone. We need a little bit of little weight. There's a couple of things that need to happen. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
jumping with these guys moving around is like kind of hurting my eyes just a little bit. Understand that completely.
Yes, a little bit.
That is getting put very high on the priority list. How long did this project take so far? So JW here, or Tempura Cat, worked on it for about a year. And then in the last... I guess it's getting close to 3 months, like 2.5 months. I came onto it to start doing programming stuff because he needed a programmer to help him.
Did I break something? I think it went into slow-mo right as I opened the menu.
You should be able to press escape or press E.
Yeah, it did. That's really funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's oh, did I break it still? Oh, it does the... I can't...
Oh, it doesn't have any stickers, yeah.
Yeah. Which ones have stickers?
Yeah.
Sword
Sword and
right?
Salami, I think, are the only ones that have stickers right now, but you're going to have to restart the game because you used all the sticker packs.
Did I? I don't think... Oh, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very rough right now. I need to actually clean things up. Okay, so let me start with just going into the boss room, I guess.
Oh, I have to fully restart the game. If I hit the restart game button, it doesn't actually restart.
Yeah, it's because it's... Yeah.
My programmer sucks.
Dude, I hate you. You have no idea how much I hate you.
He can't even draw.
Okay. Okay, this isn't showing up anywhere. What do you mean unrecognized UID, brother? You're gonna put it under the label.
It's under the label.
It's under the label. It's under the sauce. So I think if it's F6, I'll just drop into this, right? Yeah, okay. So I want to, I guess, start with... Let me take a look at your enemy code. And then I'm going to... What is the... It's called enemy base, right?
I love being able to place the stickers. It's so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate you. The most honest reaction I've seen so far. So fucking true.
And now it does 57 damage. Well, look at that.
Yeah, because it's 50% and 50% on top of that.
Oh. Get fried.
Let's see. What do you got going on in here? Let's see. Enemy stats, enemy info. You need to space out your variables just a little bit.
What?
You need to space out your variables just a little bit, and also do like an export group, like components, so that it's a little bit easier to work with this. So,
do not look at my states in my state machine.
I will. I will. What's the name of that guy? It's like the Goober, right? Goober spawn, fire Goober spawn. That's
yeah.
So what's going on over here? We have a visual hit flash component.
That one's probably the worst out of all of them because I had to do a lot of stuff to get the pathfinding to work well.
Yeah. I mean, this looks fine because this is
that's because the regular Yes, I literally copied your code. That one's not
exiting
bad. Okay, it's bad.
Exiting.
But it's not as bad as the other one. That one was because for some reason, I think it's because of when the enter and exit states are called, even though I would set the velocity to 0 so that way it would start slowing down. It wasn't actually. So I had to do that to get it to like...
Yeah.
Meow, I agree, Jimmy.
Wow, that's
You're
a lot
correct.
Of export variables.
It is.
And cancel equals true? Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are for like the different charging states. They are probably poorly named because I had to add them like at different times.
Well, if not attacked. Attacked. Oh, I see. Okay, sure. Yeah. I would like to change a couple things here eventually.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think my biggest problem is I can write good code if I like have a perfect plan of how I want it to work. But the second like I write something and then want to add more onto it, I just end up dumping like if statements and booleans all over the place. And then it's terrible.
I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know this goes to the master bus by default. That should never happen.
Oh, rip.
Because Because the master bus should just be like the overall sound, and it shouldn't be any specific type. Am I doing this anywhere? Am I not passing in play sound? Let me see. Oh my god, Dialogic, I'm gonna blow you up. I guess I'm using game sound effects. Looking for things that I've written. See if it doesn't have. Yeah, that's going to the master bus. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it needed to do that.
Yep.
Your project, you renamed the hitbox component to herbox component because it makes more sense to you. Otherwise, this code is the same as yours. Yeah, so I actually, in the video that I made, I think I made them hitboxes are... Hold on, let me think about it. I think I made it so that hitboxes are where you hit things. Or no, like a sword that swings has a hitbox. And then the player getting hit has a hurtbox.
Nope,
because I think
wrong.
that's technically... No, that is the technically correct version.
But I
so
don't
in
like
my
it.
video, that's where it's at. But in this project and in my personal project, it's the other way around. Because hitbox makes sense as where you get hit, and then hurtbox makes sense as where you're hurting things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in this way, in this one, it is the other way around. But I just wanted to make it the quote-unquote correct version for hurtbox. When did this start? Fighting games have used hurtbox as a term for like, I don't know, a good 1.5 years.
I summon block of if. So true. It's literally me.
Okay, so let me add in a new 2D scene, which is just going to be worm boss. They're also going to be a character body. Oh my god, I haven't done that in years. I was about to call it a kinematic body, as if that wasn't removed in Godot 4. That's a Godot 3.
I forgot about that.
Holy. You actually don't need a collision, do you? Do you have a collision? Oh yeah, Goober would have collision.
One other thing that could be fun is to set like certain thresholds where like if a card is over a certain damage amount, it has like more visual effects and things like that.
Oh yeah, like a little fire effect or something like Balatro, like whenever you get like 1.2 times the total score or whatever.
Oh, I was thinking like on the card ability, but like I guess on the card itself could be cool too. Probably both.
Yeah, I mean card ability you can do that if you want. I feel like that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You could do both.
Or I know like a lot of games will like scale their attacks based on how much damage it does to like a certain extent. So like if it does like a little bit of damage, it has like little tiny bullets, and if it does a ton of damage, they're like really big.
What does this need? This needs a hit
flash
and a health component. Are you doing null checks on these?
On what?
On hit flash and health component?
Yes, I believe so.
Health component, yes. Hit flash, yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm goated like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do some art now. I don't know what I'm drawing, but we're gonna do some art. I think I'm gonna draw some new cards. What cards should we do? I think we need more...
These require death scenes. Are you null checking on all of these? What? Can I just assume that these are all avoided?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay.
And death scene I want to get rid of at some point.
Okay. Good.
Same with, I think, iframes. Because the only thing that'll have iframes is the player, I think.
The player won't have iframes, it'll have time. Invincibility.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my explanation also... Yeah, so it's really weird about hurtbox versus hitbox. I say just use whichever one makes sense to you. Who really fucking cares? Because at the end of the day, like, if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. It doesn't really matter.
Ooh, I think I want a Gungeon Blink card, but I don't know what it should be.
Should you always have enemy info? What
Enemy
does enemy info do? Doesn't do much.
No, it doesn't.
I'm thinking you might want enemy info always. And I think I've got a couple of ideas of what I want to do with it.
Okay. I'll let you cook.
I'll say elif, not val. Enemy info is equal to enemy info.new? Question mark? What does this do? Hold on, let me think about this. Oh, actually, instead of setting val here, we can do enemy info. I think that should work. save this under source. Enemies. Boss. I added too many S's. Oh my god, I can't change the name of this in code or in the editor.
It's so weird.
Worm.
What should the box card do? It's like cats like boxes, obviously.
Box card?
Yeah, box.
Could be a. This might sound a little stupid. It could be one of those cards that you have to hold down to use, and while you're holding it, you can't move. The box goes over you, but you can't take damage for that duration. So you can use it as like a, not a parry, but like kind of just like a sit there and block and wait.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like that.
So that if there's like an attack you don't feel like you can avoid, you can just like hold that down for a set amount of time.
Yeah. Might want to have it like a certain amount of health, so that way you can't just like tank everything, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Good.
Also, I don't know how we want to do the damage for the player, because right now it's just based off of like the hearts, so like 1 or 2 damage per hit basically. I think pretty much just every enemy will do like 1 half heart of damage, unless they're like super strong, and they'll do like a full heart.
Yes, I'm
or
thinking,
like, because doesn't Gungeon, it's like it does a half a heart, and then there's like certain bullets that like the red ones that do a full heart, and it's like
so I was actually
super
gonna bring
obvious.
that up. You don't know anything about that, do you? Based on your explanation that you just gave me. Do you know what determines whether or not a bullet is red or not?
No.
Okay.
I know there's some weird systems in there, and I could never figure out how any of them worked yet because I didn't look it up.
Fair enough. So Gungeon actually has
guessed.
this thing called Curse.
Yeah, that's what it was. I had no clue what the heck that does.
Yeah. So there are certain weapons and certain chests that whenever you pick them up, they give you Curse.
Yeah.
And what that will do is that will make it so that there's a chance for any enemy to spawn with as a cursed enemy, and that enemy is red, and it shoots red bullets, and those bullets deal extra damage to the player.
Yep.
But I don't believe there's any base chance for curse. As far as I remember, I don't think there's any chance for you to get cursed enemies unless you specifically pick up a cursed weapon or accessory.
Yeah.
And I was thinking we could do something like that as well. Maybe not, I mean, obviously not exactly that system, but some way that you could have stronger enemies in exchange for a stronger weapon or stronger cards, like maybe cursed stickers, but obviously not curse. Or maybe curse, who knows? Let me see. You've seen a lot of tutorials on state machines, command patterns, this and that from different videos. All those things sometimes don't come together in a single project. Some stuff only works better in specific types of projects. Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple of things. I'm trying to think about my videos. If there's any.
Wait. Should I make the blank a spray bottle? What if that's what the spray bottle does?
I've already got the sound for it. We could just like we can make that a little bit more like lower bit rate. We could bit crush that.
Yeah, maybe. I need to like figure out how to make all the sounds and stuff like consistent. Because right now they're just like random.
So I'm thinking that this boss will have the first movement driver implemented in the game. So my thoughts are with this is that don't do that. My thoughts with this is that we're going to have a movement driver component which can be assigned anywhere. And if you try to assign a movement driver to an enemy that already has one, it will create a stack of movement drivers so that only the most recently added one is active, and then whenever the previous one is done, it will give control back to the old one. So let's do that. Okay. I guess I'll call it movement driver.
Wait, what if for the box card, if you use it like right when you get hit, it like parries it?
You could. I don't know exactly what that would do, but it like just shoots it back.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to figure that out, and then make the enemies be able to get damaged by their own bullets. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. Tried merging command pattern with state machines that ended horribly. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me look up the command pattern really quickly. I don't think I've used that one ever.
It could be if you time it like right when you get hit, it sends out like a shockwave that deals damage. That would actually probably be more useful than like a parry.
I do hope you know that that means that you're going to have to do something really important, which is you're going to have to make a really satisfying sound, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Which I don't know how to do. I've been torturing myself going through free sound and then stuffing a bunch of random things in Audacity trying to make something that doesn't sound awful.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly might start trying to record some of my own sounds as well. Because there's just like nothing on free sound that's good.
Okay, so it's just kind of a generic class with ideas that you... Let me see if Game Programming Patterns has this. Oh, it does. Never mind. I remember reading this. Let me read this for just a second. So you have a command which is a method called just execute. Jump command calls jump. Fire command calls fire gun. And the input did. Okay, so you just say, okay, for these, I see. Yeah. You just toss these here. And then you can just call execute. Okay. Execute did that. Actor.jump. Okay, maybe not exactly directly like this, but I believe I have. No, I have used something like this. Oh my god, I believe in my roguelike that I worked on for a couple months, I'm pretty sure I used something like this. Not exactly this, but pretty similar. Maybe exactly the same. I called it the action system, which I think is like pretty much the same thing. Let me read this one. It's an action queue system. Okay, sounds right.
I think if we want to have like summons, those should be like boost cards, like the green ones.
Yeah, probably.
I think that would make sense.
Would this go under components? I guess this would go under components. I'll just call this like components drivers. I really don't know whether this is a good name for the pattern or not, but I'm gonna call it anyways. Movement driver.
Well, you make it first, and then you can make it look nice later.
Well, it's mainly that I want to know about whether or not it's the correct name for the pattern. I don't really care if it's gonna look nice regardless. So this is going to have a target, which is going to be a character body 2D. And I believe the base one will do absolutely nothing, right? Wait. No. You need something else, which is going to be... You're just going to be attached to enemies for now, I think. You have enemy base. Nice. I would like to attach this to the player eventually, but I think for now we're going to start with enemies.
Okay.
Because what I want this to do is I want... Oh, you also need an active flag. She'll be true by default, false by default, who knows. So here we'll say that we have a movement driver, which is this class. Then whenever we set it with a value, I'm going to say... I need to know a couple of things, hold on.
He needs to know.
Yeah. So I'm thinking. Sorry. You've managed to use the command pattern in a card game with some heavy modifications in this battle system. Command with builder pattern is also a pretty interesting combination to construct more complicated commands. I really like exploring patterns. I think we're exploring a couple patterns in this game that I haven't really used before. Like, we're using the type pattern allegedly here, which is we have this generic enemy class, and then any information that needs to be on the enemy is stored in this enemy info class, which we can extend and put whatever information we want. Like, for example, I think you have like a goober info or hive info, yeah. So we have this so that it has its own information stored on it rather than having it stored on the class, which is kind of cool. So I think what I want to do. Ooh. I was theorizing about this a little bit, but I don't believe this is what I'm gonna need to make a couple of changes. So I want them to have a reference to the previous driver so that we can have a chain. And then I was thinking about doing something like this, where if we have a movement driver and we assign a new one, I can say, I'll call this like new driver instead of val. I'll say new driver dot previous driver is movement driver, so that we create kind of a chain, and I can say movement driver is now new driver. Small problem with this, as I see it right now, is that once this old driver finishes use, I need to overwrite it with the new one. So I could do something like connect to the tree exiting signal and then check if it's queue freed, and if it is, give control to the old one. The only problem is if I'm doing this in a setter, that wouldn't work, because it would call the setter with the old driver, which would overwrite the new driver and set the old driver's previous driver to the but you know, would do a bunch of shit. So I think let me schmink.
He's schminking it.
I guess I could do something like if a new driver dot previous driver is equal to the current driver. No, sorry. If the current driver's previous driver is equal to the new driver, then just assign the new one. I guess I would do this, right? I would say this, toss this here, reverse that a little bit. And then I would say movement driver.active is false. Assign that out, and then say movement driver.active is true. All of this to say that this is weird. And then if there is no old driver, I can simply just say, I guess this, right, would be here. I'm thinking about that. Sorry, state pattern prevents actions being clicked at the wrong time, while command pattern just does an action anytime. So how does the state machine prevent it from doing an action? Simple controller class. Set val active equals a val, and then I would like to run this function, which will be set active. Which will be a thing that just says set process active and then set process, or set physics process active as well.
Amazon is now in Dante 9. So true.
No shot. Okay, I think that's the simple idea. But now this needs to do something a little bit different, which is... info enemy info gets, if not info is equal to target dot enemy info enemy info return info. So let's go ahead and add a new movement driver here, which will be, I'll just call it worm driver for now.
Who up driving the worm?
Me. And I think for now, all I want to do is I want to just tell this thing to apply physics, perhaps. Oh, shit. No, I forgot one thing. I need to... Movement driver is equal to new driver. Movement driver dot target is equal to self. So that this has access
is
to...
number 1. Maybe those
self.
back
No,
flaps of the lid should be the same color as the right inner part of the box.
Target velocity dot y plus equals... Are you... Whenever you're using gravity, do you use the project setting gravity, or do you just like toss in a value?
I just toss in a value.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna use the project setting gravity.
That's weird. I don't like that.
What do you mean that's weird?
It's weird.
How is that weird?
It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. It is.
Okay, dude. No, I don't know, man. It just is.
I don't know, man. I don't know,
I'll toss a sprite on this as well, which will just be... Did you end up exporting out all the worm segments, by the way?
It's in the project. It's under enemies, bosses, fire worm boss.
Okay. I'll just add 4 collision for now, because I want to make sure this works before anything bad happens. I'd rather find out that this is fucked up and broken before I spend a year coding for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to spawn it in, which, oh yeah, I also would like to add an automatic thing that adds the enemies to the list.
Yeah.
Enemy menu? Perhaps enemy placement menu. Nope. Look menu. Oh my god, I didn't open up the scene.
I think that's.
Did you finish? Did you finish the Snatcher area in Patent Time, by the way?
Snatcher area. That's the big ghost.
Yeah, the place that you were in whenever whenever you shared it
No,
last night. No.
I'm kind of just like jumping around areas.
No, that's fair.
Because you don't have to. How does this box look?
Here it is.
It's a nice box.
Yeah, looks like a fine box. I don't know where the only problem with the box that I'm seeing is that there are no inside, like the 2 lips that are on like the side. Like the short side of the box doesn't have like the fold over parts.
Yeah, I forgot. They're on both sides. You're right.
Yeah, because it has like 4 flaps.
Yeah.
Instead of...
I may be stupid.
It's fine. It happens. Another big issue, you're lazy. Last time you touched the project was 2 months ago. So fucking real.
Biddy went
That's the realest shit I've ever
personal
seen.
Project.
What'd you say?
I said Biddy went his own personal project.
Hey. Yeah, you're right. Worm boss. Stop ESCN. Also, today will be kind of a shorter stream for me, I think, because I have some shit that I gotta do later.
Yeah, when do you want to wrap up?
I'll probably wrap up around like 4:30 to 5. I don't know when they want to head out to Hot Pot, but
Who up heat in a pot?
Yeah, but I would like to take a second shower before I leave. So
yeah, that's fair.
Okay, does this guy fall to the ground? No. Okay, cool. Target is nil. Oh, that's so cool. That's dope of you, actually. I don't know why. Oh, you're so right. You're so right, mate. I forgot to do this in the ready function. You need a ready function, which will be func ready. If owner is enemy base, owner dot driver dot hold on, for enemy is owner as base. If enemy and enemy dot driver doesn't exist, then I would like to say enemy dot driver is equal to self. Yes. I guess I'll try to dominate the web dev chat to let it be known that you're not a front-end web dev like this guy. I'm not a front-end web dev, you motherfucker. Don't you put that evil on me. Oh shit, dude, that motherfucker went flying.
What? Where? I want to see.
Look at this, dude.
Where did he
I
go?
forgot to add ground collision. One, I forgot to add ground collision. Two, the
Why is he
project
so
gravity is
small?
like way too high.
Why is he so small?
Because I didn't scale him by 4 because
Bruh.
I'm not you.
Why didn't
There's
you
this
scale
guy,
him by
Biddy.
4?
I'm a web dev by work. That's my actual job.
Web
Do you
dev
scale the?
derogatory.
You just scale the visuals by 4, right?
Yeah, I think.
I hate that you say think, brother. I need you to be better.
Do you like expect me to know how my game works?
Yeah, you're right. My fault. Transform 1 and then visuals is actually not scaled by 4. It's the sprite that is scaled by 4, not the visuals. I'm a backend dev, yes. I'm a backend dev for my...
that's what I meant. The sprite is scaled by 4. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but not the visuals node. I don't know why you wouldn't just scale the visuals node, but... Whatever.
Because there might be things underneath there that aren't pixel art, like particles or something like that, and those you don't necessarily want to scale by 4, because you might scale those inside of the process material.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize that the... Oh, the hit flash components is seen, right?
Yes.
Hit flash. Oh my god, it's not just a fucking thing. You're not a front-end web dev. It can't be that hard to learn React, right? It's not. Any tips for character arts? You're asking the wrong guy on the project.
Character arts, pixel arts. What scale? I would recommend starting at like 16 or 32 pixels. It's much easier. And I haven't really done a whole lot of like actual character design. I made like a cat and then was like, that's good enough, and then didn't draw anything else. But start with like silhouette. Use color palettes. Color palettes are very useful. My personal favorite is Apollo by Adam C. Eunice. Oh, I'm not on my screen.
Oh,
or on
goodbye.
my stream. Here's some of my pixel arts. But yeah, I'd say biggest thing that's helpful is like color palettes and starting with small pixel scales.
True. Any truers in chat?
Because with color palettes, for example, up here, if I want to pick like a hue, let's say I want to make like a yellow. If I just make like a yellow blob, and then I don't have to think about shading, I can just be like, okay, next lowest hue from here is the shading color, and then we shade that, and then the highlight is like this color up here, like this, and just like that we have like a little shaded citadel, you know? I mean shaded circle. Shaded blob.
Reference. Yeah.
Technically that's not how shading works. Technically.
Yeah.
This side is darker, and then there's a little bounce light off to the side that's a little bit lighter. That's down here.
Okay, this artist is talking. I'm taking a screen share away. Sorry, he's talking about art now. But, hello,
It's bad shading, but like that's generally how shading works.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Heavy Metal Potato said looks like a potential unpopped corn.
Looks like a potential unpopped corn. These shades are not very good for this, but there we go.
I'm not changing this. I want to change the start scene. I want to go into data.
Oh, also giving things outlines just like magically makes them look better. Like that looks terrible, but if I give it a black outline, look at that, it looks magically better. It just works.
I don't think so. I thought it looked better without the outline in that specific case.
Yeah, I don't know. I just give it everything outlines and it magically looks better. It makes it look more
here we go.
Cartoony, like if you want something look more realistic, you don't want to use outlines.
Right, let me...
But pretty much all of my art here does use black outlines. Also, never use pure white or pure black, because that can look really bad. Usually you want to have it around bluish. So like all these blacks and grays here are all like in the blue.
Here's what he's talking about for anyone curious.
Which is nice. But since it's a color palette, you don't have to worry about that at all, because it automatically does that for you. Yeah, that's what I would say. There's a lot of stuff to do with pixel art, and I still suck at it, so...
Yeah, so I guess just like the quick answer that he gave is start with outlines if you're doing, or start with like a blocked out version of the character if you're doing a character. Use a palette because then you don't have to think as much about shading, because you don't have to make your own warms and darks and shadows and highlights.
Also,
usually the palette does it better.
this is more dependent on the art style, but think in 3D. Like a lot of times, especially with pixel art at small scales, you kind of forget that like you're trying to portray an object in space usually, and just think of it as like a flat plane. But a lot of times you'll want to like portray it as 3D. So like for example here, I have this little mannequin here. So as you can see, like this arm is like behind him because it's like behind his body. This is in front. His head's kind of tilted to the side, and you can see like the contour of the shading here. And even though it's this really small scale, I still think of it in 3D as I'm drawing it. Same with like this eyeball, like how it's a sphere. It's not just like a flat circle. That really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said. Yeah, pretty much what he said. Yeah, no, that's
Pretty much what
I
I
actually
said.
taught him all that.
Yeah,
so.
he taught me all of that. Yeah, he's very good at pixel art.
Yeah, I'm really, really good at pixel art. So. All right, test driver. I just want to do a quick test to make sure that this driver system works the way I want it to. And then
now we have a nice box. Look at that.
I will. Even when I'm not an artist, yes, what he said exactly, dude. You exactly get what I'm talking about. It's okay. Yeah, exactly what he said, man. Oh shit, there's one thing I forgot to do. Do I want to do this on the movement driver, or do I want to do this on the... Oh man, creeper.
Oh man.
Oh man. Didn't I say I was? Yeah, no, I'm not the guy who does the art. I'm being a goober. Target velocity. I'm just gonna make it move to the right. Vector 2 dot right times like 100. And then I'm gonna tell you to move and slide. So I have a decision to make for the I guess test driver dot new target dot set or dot movement driver is equal to that. So I have a potential thing that I want to solve, which is so I can either choose to connect to the driver's free on here, or I can connect to the driver's free and handle it in here. I think I'm going to handle it in the actual driver class. So I will do something like func tree. Isn't there? Or no, it's exit tree. And then I can say if is queued for deletion. I will say, what would it be? I guess like remove self or something like that. And I'll just make this function so it can be overridden by whomever and wherever.
Where did I drew this on the wrong layer? Oh, there it is.
Movement driver is equal to previous driver. So that this should be, it should queue free itself, I think. And then immediately relinquish control to the old driver. So does this work? So ideally what should happen is
what does a
I'm going to spawn in a
look
worm.
like? Sorry.
Thank you.
At Grok, what does a jellyfish look like?
Grok, it's jellyfish. So I'm going to press 1. It's going to start moving to the right. And then whenever I press, I guess, I don't know why I made it tab again, but it should stop moving to the right and it should start falling again. Oh, well. Whoa. That didn't work.
By the way, if you've been like trying to explain things to me, I haven't understood any of them. But if you're just telling chat,
nope.
That's fine. Okay.
I'm just telling
He's
chat.
just yapping. Good.
Yeah, I know that you're not going to understand things. No. That's fine. Grok, put glue on the jellyfish.
Hey, Grok, draw me a pixel art jellyfish.
So is this active is false, active is true? Why is this not working? Test driver. Let me see. Print. Because you're not added to the tree. I forgot to add you to the tree. Yeah. Yep. Grok, give the jellyfish pixel anime boobies. That's funny. That's banger. New driver.
Banger.
Or add child. New driver. I think this should work. So whenever I press 1 now, no, I'm just kidding. I'm a liar. Why am I a liar? Oh, because I set the old one to inactive. I should also, dude, I hate that the gravity is so high in this because you did something with your gravity that makes it weird.
Yep, I probably did.
Oh no, because I'm not multiplying it by delta. Found it. It's a me issue.
Oh,
Believe it or not.
it's a you issue. That's the first.
Yeah, which you shouldn't
That's the
believe it.
first.
Yeah, so now it's falling slowly. Now it's moving to the right. If I hit tab, it'll start falling again. It's still moving to the right because target dot velocity is equal, or dot x is equal to 0. So now I should be able to spawn this guy back in, move him up here. Whenever I press 1, he'll start moving to the right. When I press tab, he'll start falling. So he's switching between the two different components. And I think, so now you can see that this is printing out a lot. If I turn it off, it's no longer printing. And if I take a look at the remote tab, I want to say that the worm boss should not have but one movement driver, which is just this guy, which is really good. And just making sure, I'm going to make sure that the base movement should be printing out now. And if I press 1, it is no longer printing. And if I hit tab, it goes back to printing, which means we are now successfully switching between movement drivers. Yippee!
Let's go.
All of that to say that this code is useless and being removed.
Wait, which code?
But I just wanted to make sure that it worked.
My code?
So, what'd you say?
So what code is useless and being removed?
I just added like a test component to make sure
okay.
that it works. That's all. So, how do I want the worm to...
Worm to,
oh,
sorry.
actually, thank you. Very cool. So, this is not the only type of driver I want to do. I also want to do an input driver, which is potentially going to be about the exact same. Is there any way that I can do this without duplicating the code? I might go back to this, but I think I'm just gonna overwrite this for a second, or I'm gonna just copy it. Say input driver, and then call you input driver. Just for now, because I think that I would like to revisit this code in a minute. Maybe not a minute, maybe a couple days from now. Okay, I'll call this one input driver. And it's probably going to have about all of the same stuff. Except you're going to be an input driver. So, what I want this to do is... Let's see. So I think the enemy info is now going to have a couple of different things, which is going to be the target direction, I guess, which will be where I want, or where the enemy wants to move, and then the movement driver can choose whether or not to respect that or not. So, for example, for the worm driver, since it's only going to be moving when it's in the ground, it will respect the input driver while it will respect the desired input direction while it's in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But once it leaves the ground, it will just work off of gravity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then this is something that can be used by every enemy now, which is, I guess, it should probably be called, like, I wonder if I should split this up into, like, desired move, or, like, desired, not velocity, I guess, like, movement, or, like...
When I had desired velocity on my other, like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about, because I want to have a difference between, like, I think I want to split it up between desired velocity and, like, aim direction.
Yeah.
So I think I might do probably like movement. We'll just call it like movement direction, and then also have an aim direction here. Okay, and then this movement driver, we'll just say for now, target dot velocity is equal to info dot movement direction times. We'll just say 100 for now. And then target dot move and slide. So this should be fine. And then let me go find the worm. Did I call it worm driver? I did. Let's call it like worm movement instead. And then I'll call this worm input, which feels really weird. But I guess it would be. Extends input driver. And then I will say target or info dot. Is it called enemy info? There's no way I called it enemy info here on accident somehow.
I don't know.
No, it is called info. Okay. Info dot movement direction is equal to player dot player. Or I guess like direction to player dot player. Are you node 2D? You are.
Jellyfish.
Direction to not found. Oh, global. Direction to. That's the 5 by the way. I have no idea. Also, it's 5 with
I have no idea.
an S, not a C. I have no idea. It might be good. It might be bad. I have no clue. I will say that if it is working, it is not nearly as noticeable as Adderall. But maybe it's working right now. I don't know. Which feels really weird to say. So I think what I can do is I can just add a worm input. Oh, you don't have a class name. Be sorry. Class name worm input. And if I hit play, does this work, or is it going to be pissed about something? Spawn enemy. Worm boss there. Cool. Okay, you're pissed about something because you don't have an info. Because yeah. It's enemy base. Doesn't have this. I would have thought that this would have worked. Let me try doing this. I could keep you updated, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Whether or not, what is this? Fire Goober Hive.
Like my naming.
What? In what world? Oh, this is getting run for every instantiated enemy. I see. Yeah. Makes sense. Used to get hella messed up on Vivens back in the day. Good stuff. Well, I'm not getting messed up on it. I'm doing it because I have really bad trouble focusing. Oh, cool. That didn't run. What? Oh, does this not run if it's null? Really?
Oh, I kind of like this jellyfish.
That's like kind of interesting. So I guess I could do something like if not enemy info is equal to enemy info.new. That way we don't end up with these null. We don't have to null check every time we access an enemy. Sure. Yeah, no. But yes, okay, I'll let you know. One thing that's kind of weird about it is I don't know if it's doing anything right now. Oh, I forgot to give this worm input. Excuse me? Worm input? Why can't I add worm input to the worm?
No input?
Worm input. No worm input. I can't. Parameter child is null. What are we talking about? Worm input. Is this class like fucked up? No. Am I like stupid? Cannot get class.
You might be stupid.
I feel stupid. Worm input? We're gonna reload the Godot project and hope that is just like a... Isn't Adderall supposed to be more extreme? Allegedly. The problem with Adderall for me was that it was just so inconsistent. But yeah, I might just be used to it. I honestly don't know. I have seen a lot on like online where people are like, whenever Vivens kicks in, you like know that it's kicked in. But like I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know if it's kicked in. Maybe
The
it is though.
online
Maybe I am
people
focusing more on
lied.
it.
It's over.
What'd you say?
Said the online people lied. It's over.
True. Okay, yeah, so this is now it is now moving towards the player, which is good. It's a little bit like threatening, I won't lie to you, but that's okay, I think. So let's start. Ooh, actually, I need to use the bathroom. Can you keep chat entertained for like a minute?
Hello, chat. I'm drawing a jellyfish.
I'll be right back
Look at
really,
this
really quickly.
sick jellyfish. There's actually 2 of them. There's 2 jellyfish. Well, you haven't played Rivals on stream yet. I should play Rivals on stream while he's gone. He'll never expect that one. You should play Hollow Knight on stream right now. I am not going to do that, thank you. What is the jellyfish for? Jellyfish card for? It is a card that will summon jellyfish that will float around you, and then like I don't know what they do yet. I had it written down here.
Oh, are you saying this is the first?
Yeah, just spawns a
card?
ring of jellyfish, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
They'll be like red and fire jellyfish. It's just green because that's the card type.
That one back in the back looks like a bean. It looks like the Chicago bean.
The Chicago bean.
Do you know about the Chicago bean?
Oh, that's the big shiny bean.
Yeah, the Chicago bean.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was in Chicago.
Yeah, it's called the Cloud Gate, but like it's made by that dickhead who like he copyright. He bought the copyrights to like Vanta Black, I think.
Oh,
and no one else can use it except for him. So
copywriting a color
he gets mad that
like
yeah,
diabolical
it's insane.
behavior.
Yeah, he hates it when people call it the bean. So it's just the bean.
It's just the bean.
It's the bean. Yeah, that guy's a dickhead. I hate him. Dumb motherfucker. What do you mean we bought the copyright to a color? Pantone? So fucking true. You shouldn't be able to you can't copyright colors. Why the fuck can we copyright colors? Why can you patent game mechanics? Why the fuck can we do that? How do you lock a node for movement in the editor? You hit the lock button.
You hit the lock button.
Hit the lock button, you can't move it. I don't know if you need like more of an answer. Where's the lock button? The button at the top that says lock. And when you click it, it locks it and puts a lock icon on it and you can't move it.
It's the lock button.
You might actually be able to... Oh, no, you can't. I was going to say maybe you could like... We're looking at the scene tree? No. I think you can do it from the scene tree. The answer is you can't do it from the scene tree. Unfortunate. That cool. You didn't know this? Yeah, you can also one thing that I actually do a lot for that I've been doing that I think JW should do more of as well is this is really handy for tile maps. Because let's say I want to click on this enemy spawn and I accidentally like misclick and I hit the tile map. You can also lock the tile map, all of them, so that you no longer can click on them when you're clicking on the editor. Like I'm clicking right now and I can't click on this. But if I select the tile map, I can still paint on it with red brick. So you can still interact with it while it's locked.
Oh,
very useful for tile maps. Yes,
that is
very useful.
For tile maps.
You can also, another thing is, let's say that I wanted, let me find here, we'll go into like, not room entrance because that doesn't have it. Room 1. So let's say that you're looking at this room exit component that we have here. And whenever I want to click on this, like I want to click on the room exit itself. I don't want to click on its children. You can actually select all of them and hit this group button. So now if I click on any of the children, it will select the top level node. No matter which child I click on. Sorry, my cat just jumped into my lap.
Kitty.
Which is very, very handy. So that you can prevent selecting child nodes and you instead select the main one. So like the same thing with the player or like the fire goober spawn. Like let's say whenever I click on this, I want to click on the like let's say I click on this, I want to click on the actual hitbox. You can select these and group them so that now if I click on the collision shape, it'll actually select the hitbox rather than the shape. Very useful. Very, very useful. It has a lot of really useful things up here that no one ever uses because they're like, you're like, I don't need that. And then you find out, you're like, holy shit, this is great. Hi, Callie. Do you want to like sit down so I can actually code, please? Bibby. Biddy. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Do environments work in 2D? Yes. If there's a way to set a repeating texture as the default background of the viewport, I don't know, actually. I don't know if you can set a repeating texture in the background. You can do a parallax, though. You can do a parallax background with motion scale set to 0, although that wouldn't be repeating, but you could just do, parallax texture in the background with motion scale set to 1 and repeating enabled.
Cheap viewers on streamboo.net. Let's go.
How do I ban this person from my chat? They're banned.
Peak.
I don't know which chat they were banned from, but they were banned.
Both.
Both? Okay.
Oh, I banned them on my side. Do you like my jellyfish? The jellyfish are done.
Yeah. Looks dope.
Alright, well, I'm done for today. Goodbye.
Alright, goodbye.
I'm joking.
He's done, guys.
Nah.
Worm. Driver. Should remove the space. Remove the space.
You should attach like a camera to your cat and then turn that on when you're streaming so you can watch your cat.
She would just be either staring at me or sleeping.
Yeah.
And she doesn't sleep in the same room as
I think my favorite use of cats is how Ace Rolla puts video of his cat during all of his sponsored sections. And I will watch every single one because it's just like free cat.
Yeah. It's funny that you said my favorite use of cats as if they were like a mouse tool or some shit.
What else am I supposed to say?
So I
don't know better ways to phrase that. So, I love Dr. Pepper. It's so good.
Wrong, but okay.
Okay.
So let me add an area 2D.
What if they had like a lime Dr. Pepper?
I just renamed this to collision shape 2D instead of adding.
I feel like a lime Dr. Pepper would be pretty good.
How does the world environment work in 2D? What do you?
It's like a world environment, but in 2D.
In 2D. Yeah. Did you say you did export the things as different collision? Oh, yeah, you said that.
Yeah. But did you get them?
Where was that? What is it called? Is it just called like worm?
It's a boss fire worm boss head, tail, and body.
I like whenever I look up boss boy kisser comes up. That's really funny.
What? Oh,
it's because
it has BOSS in it. That's funny.
It's an environment for your world in 2D. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's exactly it. You have an environment right here. So if you want, here I'll show you.
It
is by default used for 3D. Yes. If I add a new world environment here. So if I were to change the let me add like a big sprite 2D in here somewhere. What's the biggest sprite 2D we have? Probably just the worm boss, honestly.
Yeah, probably. Or art test.
Yeah. So we have this
has
guy.
Like a bunch of sprites from the game.
Yeah. So we have this guy, it's fine. But if I were to change things like the background color, nothing happens. And the reason for that is actually because we have it set to clear color. If you change this to canvas, I believe this will now cause it. Well, still not.
I'm wrong.
Hold on. Me when I'm wrong. Hold on, give me a second. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Maybe the ambient light doesn't work, but the... Okay, hold on, am I stupid? Give me a sec. Ambient light from color... No. Oh my god, what is it? I don't remember how this works. You do have to set it to canvas, I'm fairly certain. Give me a second, we're getting there. We're not getting there. Fuck, how do you do this again? Is it not canvas? Canvas displays a canvas layer in the background. Yes. Is it not canvas? Sky, canvas, camera feed, keep. It's canvas. Disabled, sky, background. Hold on. Well, now I feel stupid. How are we doing it in the other ones? I thought it was just canvas.
What? What do you mean, how are we doing it?
It is canvas.
I don't think you need the background. I don't think that's the best way to do a background. But I don't know, a better way.
Yeah, I don't either. Apparently.
It's over.
Hold on. Hold on. Why is this not applying? Is it because it's not saved? Hold on. Test. No. World environment. I swear there was something that I did before that was literally this.
Yeah, you can set the default background color in the project settings, yes.
Oh yeah, so for a background, no, you wouldn't do this. But for an actual world environment, yes, you would. Right? If I were to do this, like a gradient texture, because I'm addicted to gradient textures.
This guy is addicted to gradient textures. It's like kind of insane.
You didn't know, yeah. It's actually like a really big problem for me. Right. If I were to change this to clear color, no, does the light just apply? Am I stupid? What am I thinking of? I do some weird shit in my other project that I thought was just
world environment is really only for like post-processing. You don't need it for like lighting or anything.
No, but there was something I did with.
You could open it up and see. With what?
I could, but I want to try to figure it out.
Oh, with the canvas.
Oh my god, what was it?
I don't know.
If I were to make this blend mode mix.
Me when I can't art random gradient textures go.
So
literally at Bitlytic.
Okay.
At Bitlytic official.
That's not.
Bro, who's this Nightbot guy? He keeps spamming links.
So true. Wait, I feel so dumb. I'm opening up my project. I'm opening up my other project because I did some weird shit that I did. What a sentence that I just realized I said. Give me a sec. It was one of the forest maps that had a world environment. This one has a world environment. What does it do? Mode canvas, glow enabled, blend mode additive, sure.
Oh, by the way, Biddy, with the card system, we could still like attach things to the player for other card types as well. Like, yeah. Okay. I mean, you just like add it as a child and then remove it when it's done. Because I was thinking another one that I was thinking of having is one that like lights you on fire, and then as you run around, you like spread fire that just deals damage on the ground.
Yeah, no, that's doable.
It does like passive damage.
Was there not one of these fucking levels that had a world environment that had some weird shit on it? I might be like wrong as fuck, but I thought that there was. Oh wait, no, I know what it was. I added a directional light, yeah, and then set it to blend mode mix with a dark color. And then if you wanted to add an actual light that cuts out of this,
interesting.
you can add a point light 2D, set this to mix,
flashbang,
set the texture, set this texture here.
We should have a dark level that you can't see anything in, and you have to have a light.
Sounds like terrible. I don't like that. I don't like
as much as like it's weird. I like half absolutely hate levels like that, and half think they're like the coolest thing ever.
They're like not the coolest thing ever. So,
yeah.
I hope you get over that soon.
I think Shaded Citadel was probably my favorite like dark level that I've played.
Yeah, so here we go. So here's the thing that I was trying to do. Is we have this level that is cut out by a point light, and the reason that we can do that is because of the world environment. I'm a liar, apparently. I thought the world environment had to do something with it. Whatever. Directional light set to mixed mode allows you to do that. So that's what I was trying to do, but I had it wrong. I thought it was tied to the world environment. Turns out I'm an idiot.
True.
Hey, I'm not working on the project anymore.
No.
Yep. Hi, Callie. Why are you... Dude, this cat, I love her so much. And she sits on my lap. And then
Can you
she
bring her to
gets pissed when I'm
Supernova?
talking. I'm not bringing my cat to Supernova.
Oh, you're lame.
She would hate that. She really does just like sit on my lap and she's like, oh boy, I can't wait to sit here and get pets. And then I pet her and talk and she gets so fucking angry. She's like, why the fuck are you talking?
Oh boys, I
Okay.
cannot wait to get pets. I was then shot 27 times.
True. Expert order.
I mean, Biddy joined the project and still no playtest. I think Biddy is distracted, JW. Yeah, true. He's slowing down my development so much that we haven't had a playtest in like
I joined the project
6
and still no
months.
playtest. I don't know how to tell you this. We literally did have we had a playtest after I joined the project.
Yeah, we literally did.
We had 2 playtests after I joined the project. Half of the playtests were after I joined the project.
Yeah. He is
If
right on that
anything-
one.
If anything, that's the reason you got the playtest, is because of me.
Nah, I don't know, that's a bit of a stretch.
Well,
It's not. I'm joking.
wrong.
I'm trying to think, what should the Ignite card be? Should it be like a lighter?
It could be, yeah. Could be like a torch. Could be Game & Watch's F Smash and Melee. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
you need to be killed.
My fault. Moaz gets that one. If no one else got me, I know Moaz got me. He's not in chat, but like if he was. So what if I were to do
Thank you
this?
for the follow, Galethus. I probably pronounced that wrong because I can't read. Galethus? Galethus? Galethus?
You got this, man.
Galathus?
I don't know what you're trying to do, but like you can stop at any time. No one's forcing you to do this.
I think Galathus is the right way to pronounce it.
Okay. So if we're in the floor, then the movement is right, and then I will say target dot. Otherwise, I will say target dot velocity dot y plus equals gravity times delta. Does that work? I don't know.
Does that work? No one knows.
No one knows. I guess we can find out. I should actually put the worm boss in this room.
Me when I don't know how to
so-
design a card. Pinterest time. I love Pinterest. It's literally like the best thing ever.
This dude is addicted to Pinterest. Hey, buddy, why are you following the player? Shouldn't you be like... Oh, yeah, there
It's
we
so
go.
funny. I
Okay,
open
cool.
Pinterest and then I open the search and like the top like 10 recommended searches are like cat, silly cat, pixel art cat.
Funny.
Yeah.
This dude is addicted to cats.
It's like I'm making a game with a cat and I draw a lot of things around, based around cats.
It looks really
Crazy.
funny. Oh my god.
Huh? I wanna see. What is bro doing?
So I have it set so that if it's in the ground, it sets its target movement direction.
what did they do to
face
my
towards
boss?
the player. And if it's not in the ground, otherwise it's just controlled by gravity.
What is this?
So like dude, it's so fucking funny. I'll use a slurp. Do you know what slurp does? Nope. Bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry, it needs to be off of target dot velocity dot slurp. So you don't know what slurp does, JW? You're cheating 'cause you're
Super
looking at
linear
chat.
interpolation.
Oh. No, so slurp is spherical linear interpolation. So
Whoa.
rather than moving, so if we had, say this is 0, 0, and we had a point out here, and a point right here. If we did lerp, it would move along this, which means that at this point, it would actually be shorter than either of these 2 points. Whereas spherical lerp will cause it to go along this arc so that it is always the same distance away.
That's cool.
Very useful for interpolating between vectors where you just want to rotate. Very, very cool.
So that could actually be useful if you wanted to like orbit for the other guys.
Yep. Interesting. Whoa.
He's phasing through the ground.
He is, yeah.
It was he's not exactly to be phasing through the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
because he's a worm. That's like.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, you got this, man.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one.
It's okay. You need to be banned.
What is he doing?
He's saying mean things in my chat.
Is he?
Yeah.
Target dot velocity dot angle. I think this should cause it to face. Well. Oh no, sorry. Target dot global rotation. Yeah, there we go, dude.
Bro, it's Terraria. It's Terraria.
It's Terraria, dude. Except like maybe a little bit too fast. But like. Oh, dude, he's not making it back into. He's in orbit.
Maybe you might want to make the rotation slower at first, and then the more he rotates, the faster it gets.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that.
No, this is not the final idea in the fucking slightest.
Can you ban Sakei from your server?
I'm down,
joking,
yeah.
But I'm not joking.
I'm joking, but like not really. Yeah, no, this is not the final idea in the latest because I want to recreate the actual worm movement that you had before, but maybe a little bit better. I didn't.
Yeah, you might want to make like a worm component or some way that we can construct. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, like a worm driver, perhaps.
Like a worm driver.
Maybe
I called him out, and now he wants to ban me. Actual pirate software behavior.
Yeah. So. Oh, actually, how are you? Oh no, wait, you're doing some shit, right?
Huh?
Wait, you're doing some shit.
Am I?
You are, yeah.
Oh.
Because your worm enemy. Right? Oh god. Dude, this is so fucking funny looking at this. How you have all of the everything just in scene.
Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Lord have mercy. If I make something top level, can I have it still utilize the parent material, I wonder? So
I don't know.
Let's say that I add a sprite 2D here, which will be, hi Callie. Dude, I love my cat.
Finally someone sees what I mean.
Pirate software, be like, I worked at Blizzard, guys. Hi.
Hello.
Let's see. Testing sprite.
Don't you think about use some AI-powered IDE like Cursor? I love crazy good autocomplete given from AI. No, I hate AI and everything related to AI. It's all terrible.
True.
I will never use it.
What was the? Don't you think about using? No, I don't usually use AI-driven autocomplete. The only one that I will give it credit to is IntelliJ has a local model that is trained on your code. That I don't know if I can turn it off in my work or not, but at work on my work computer, it uses that, and it's actually pretty decent because it doesn't pull from GitHub and it doesn't pull from other people's code. It's you just type this, and based on the rest of the content in this file, you might want to type this.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I like that.
But it's definitely not. It is not something where I can do like write down a func can complete and then hit tab and Copilot's like, oh, we think you want this Fibonacci sequence. Is that bit Thorlytic? Yes, it is. I worked at Blizzard, so suck my entire ass. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry. No, Thor's funny. Because He's a bit of an ego dickhead at times, but he's mainly I would say he's a net positive person again.
Yeah, I agree. I still like
Yeah.
making fun of him, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I make
do
fun
like
of
making fun
Biddy,
of
and
him.
I like Biddy, so
Yeah, I make fun of him. He is a good person. He's a dickhead, but he's a good person, which is a weird thing to say.
yeah. But it'd be like that sometimes.
I don't have a hitbox. Let me add a hitbox. Collision.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm
Bad.
sorry.
Very bad, actually. Like, terribly bad.
It was an accident.
It was just me out on stream.
No, I didn't.
Cool.
That was an accident.
Oh, sorry. Help, Lytic. I need help. I'm in big trouble. Help. What the fuck?
It's over for this guy.
So what I currently have is a texture that sets to repeat on scale, and I scaled it by a lot. I would rather have the same visual effect where the image isn't always behind the camera, doesn't move, but still looks like grass. What the fuck are you talking about? But applied to the entire background, however possible. Are you talking about a parallax background? Is that what we're talking about? Because we have this background back here that moves, but if I just set the scale to 0, 0, it doesn't move. You can just do that, probably. Health components, hue, ignore walls, yes. Collision. He's a person that does good sometimes, different things. I think that he mainly does good things. I just think that whenever people are involved, or any sort of like public is involved, he doesn't know how to make himself look like a good person, and he doesn't know how to admit fault.
Yeah.
Because he is, like, sometimes really stupid. And by sometimes really stupid, I mean oftentimes really stupid. Hello, Smolof.
Hello,
How's it going?
Smolov. I am doing wonderful. I'm drawing
Wonderful.
a lighter because we're going to light Dante on fire and throw him around.
Yippee!
But it's okay, he's
Yippee!
fireproof. Don't worry.
Invalid. Oh, player's nil. Yeah. Player.player. Probably reread a little bit of this. I did not read his response to Stop Killing Games, passing 1 mil signs. I don't really care too much, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And I mean, just because he's like, has his own opinion about that doesn't really make him an inherently wrong person or bad person. I mean, I'd probably disagree with what he says.
Head flash component needs to be assigned.
So terrible.
This doesn't work.
You could just if it's just repeating, is it like a tile? You could just use a tile map.
This doesn't do that.
I mean, that's what I do. Like the background of mine kind of repeats, and it's just a tile map.
Okay, I know what I wanted to do probably. Dude, it's cold as shit in my room. I'm gonna put my hoodie on real quick.
It better be a Hello Kitty hoodie. It's grass background. That didn't answer. Is it like a tile, or is it like is it like a big texture?
Oh, you want it to repeat? Oh, I see what you mean. You mean that you want
256 by 256.
Yeah, so I think I know what you mean. Easiest way that you could do that is make a attach it to the camera, give it a shader, and rather than indexing it based on the UV, use world UV and index it based on where it is in the world. Easiest solution for you. You could also just use a parallax background, but you know, whatever. I think a parallax background set to 1:1 scale would probably be the best, and then a repeat set to like 8, but whatever.
Why the lighter aren't in the middle card? Because I haven't finished drawing it yet. It'll get there eventually, don't worry. Fire. Look at this beautiful flame. It's beautiful. Okay, this looks terrible. I might draw something else.
So if we're in the floor,
This guy talks for
I'll...
1 minute at a time and instantly becomes #1. Yeah, Moaz is cooler than you. I'm sorry, Sake.
This is true.
It's just life.
This is true, yeah. Sorry, Sake. Not really.
And it's not a very high
sorry.
bar, so like Moaz isn't very cool either, but
yeah,
he's cool.
He isn't. We don't have very many cool people in chat, or specifically in JW's chat. My chat has some pretty cool people.
Yeah, your chat has all the cool people. It's got like heavy metal potato, and like average Godot enjoyer. My ghost
equals. I want delta. I want this to be over like 5 seconds, right? I want this to go up to that, and then like...
Dante 9 cigarette stream. So real.
Yeah, so true.
So true.
What are you talking about? So true, breasty.
This does not look like a lighter.
Not really. I don't think you've ever seen a lighter, actually. Have you?
No, I'm looking on Pinterest, and yes, I have seen a lighter before.
Also, it's okay. What was his response to stop killing games, basically? If you don't mind me asking, because I'm not reading that shit. I'm sure it's a lot of words, and like that's asking a lot. I think I am reading all that. Let's see. So I can do handle for movement delta, and then I can do this, which is flank handle air movements. Probably passing in delta. I doubt this is going to be used, but for, parity's sake. Oh no, I will use this actually because acceleration requires that. Yeah. Handle air movement delta. Oh, O'Reilly auto parts type shit. I see.
We should be like funnier. I don't think that's like possible, but
yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Yeah, we just gotta like write down jokes in our notes app, and then like hop in a game of rematch, and then read them out to like our teammates until one of them says.
Dude, you might be cooking. You might be cooking with that one.
I think that might be the play.
Wait, what? Am I like stupid or something?
Yeah. Quite.
Oh my god, I'm like... This should be min, not max. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. Yeah. So now that works. Oh, dude, it's like a Terraria worm. Holy shit, dude. It feels like Terraria worm.
Let's see it. Where'd
it go? Where'd it go? Where's he at?
It's
coming back eventually.
Why is there a head floating in the middle?
Oh wait, he probably fell out of the map. Fuck. He fell out of the map, I think. He's out of the map. He died. Fuck. He died.
Oh, did he not make his turn radius enough?
If he's going straight down, I think he doesn't... If he's going straight down and to the left, he has time to exit the map before he comes back up for... Yeah, he did it again. Fuck. I'm gonna solve this problem in the only way that I can think to.
More dials.
More ground. Yes, today I will add...
It works.
More ground. What did I say about the shader approach again? Oh lord. So instead of whenever the shader reads the texture, by default it reads in UV. Have it instead read in the world UV, so that as you move across the world, it will read new textures rather than reading the same UV mapped area. How do you do that? I can't spoon feed you the entire answer. Look up Godot how to use world coordinates and then apply that to the UV. Look up Godot shader 2D world UV. Whoa, it's worm.
Whoa, it's worm.
Oh, everything's worm.
Any other ideas for cards, or will you let the wind guide you?
Probably that one.
Probably that one. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, I had this big notes thing. Oh, I'm on Bitstream. Oops, sorry. I have this big thing of card ideas, but I will need more. So if anybody has card ideas, there is a channel for it somewhere in my Discord. Or you can just post it literally anywhere, and I will look at it and I will write it down, and I will probably add it because I
will
need lots
definitely
of
write it down
cards.
for sure. Yeah, many ideas. Yeah,
Many
I also
ideas.
forgot I've got to starve myself today, so because we're going to Hot Pot later.
Let's go.
So I get to.
What do you mean
just
we?
sit here and be
What do you mean we?
well, like we as in me and my neighbors,
I
not
know,
like
I'm
royal
joking.
we, not like.
I'm joking. I don't get Hot Pot. I'm not sad
You
at
don't
all.
get Hot Pot. You should be sad. Hot Pot's really dope. This is
I
my
know,
third
I
time
am
going with my
sad.
neighbors, and it is very dope. Do you have? Does the worm? Do we have a worm body segment or something? Worm boss body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. So now I get to rewrite. Don't forget to eat yogurt before. I got some terrible news for you. I can't eat dairy.
He can't eat
So-
yogurt.
Can't eat yogurt.
He's cooked. It's over.
Okay, I'm gonna make something called a worm segment. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Rip to a real one? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he is very cooked, and it's not like he just can't have dairy or like lactose. He's like any milk whatsoever.
Yeah, it's any dairy.
It's
Any
just
dairy
cooked.
pisses me off. Yippee. It is not lactose intolerant. It is the proteins and enzymes in dairy hurt my
Heavy
body.
metal potato is
I'm
back at number
Mainly
one.
my face
Let's
for
go.
like 2 weeks. So how do I want to do this? I want to have a previous segment, I guess. Which will be another worm segment. Except that class name is already taken. Which sucks. Because it's going to be like, this actually finds a global script class. Worm segment new, I guess. So I want this to... Weak twink cannot handle the protein. He can't grow muscles. You said a twink assigned at birth? You even fucked up the joke. It's assigned twink at birth.
This guy.
Because it's like a joke on like assigned male at birth, assigned female at birth, whatever. It's assigned twink at birth.
Yeah, we.
It's a tab, not tab.
Not tab.
Dingus. Tab. Okay, so what I want this to do is I want this to get the direction to the previous segment, or I guess it would be global position dot direction to previous segment dot global position. I guess this could just be a node, right? This doesn't need to be a worm segment.
I don't know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying things out loud.
Okay, do you like my lighter? I improved it a little bit. Still kind of.
Yeah, that looks more like a lighter. Yeah. It's very short for a lighter. You're going for like a big style lighter, right?
I was, but then I kind of shortened it because I like the shorter a little bit, I think.
Yeah, if you wanted a shorter lighter, you could go for one of those like metal flip lighters instead.
Oh yeah, that would be. I can even just add like
Yeah.
a little lid to it, and I think it'll look good.
Yeah, 'cause people like flip lighters. I think those are dope.
Yeah.
But do they look like that on the inside? I guess
They
kind
have
of.
like it's like in the middle, but
Yeah,
I
the-
don't really care about like
The lid would
accuracy.
not be on the left side in this scenario. It would be on the right.
Oh, would it? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if it was on the left side, you couldn't actually flip it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, this is what flip lighters look like. They have like just like a mesh thing here, and then you just You don't have like the tab that you press down.
Yeah, but I like the way this one looks.
Yeah. What's the cards for? So imagine Gungeon, enter the Gungeon, the roguelike, but instead of collecting guns, you collect cards, and those act as your power-ups, weapons, and such. And you can upgrade those as you need to. It is basically side view enter the Gungeon with cards. As like the simplest explanation possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I guess actually diff is global position for previous.
It is very cool.
Position minus that. Our distance is diff dot length, and then direction is going to be diff divided by distance. So if diff is greater than, or no, I think I can just do diff is equal to clamp, and I can have like a variable which is like min distance.
This isn't bad. I don't think.
Like decent. I don't know, 10. And then max distance, which will be like I still don't know what distance units we're using. I still have no scale for like how big something is in the game. This is 230 pixels long. What the fuck? Okay,
I think
dude.
it's what is
the head of the worm is the actual texture is 57 pixels, but because it's scaled up by 4, like because I'm still working off of like actual pixels in my brain.
Yeah, so it's just every distance
weird.
like size is scaled by 4 of what the actual texture size is.
I know that's how that works. I'm just saying that I still haven't like ingrained that into my brain because I'm still working in like actual distances because I'm like, man, this sucks. Min distance and max distance. So then I can say that. Oh my god. Not Godot shaders. You don't. Hold on, Jax. I'll spoon feed you the answer for a second because apparently that's what's needed here. Give me just 2 seconds. Direction times distance would be previous segment dot global position. Okay. So what I was telling you to do is Godot shading language. So we'll go here to the shading language documentation. And then I'm like, I want to convert here. So we'll go canvas item shaders because this is your 2D. And then we're like, I need to convert this to world coordinates. This is, what does this do? If you need to build a model transform. Sure, if I looked up world vertex chords. So what you could do is probably, my guess, I'm sure that they have something here. Let's see, skip vertex transform. Oh yeah, okay, so this is saying that you can disable the built-in model to world transform. So you can say skip vertex transform, or you can use the render type of, where was it? World vertex chords. And then you will have access to the actual world coordinates under the vertexes X and Y, and you can pass that in, although I believe you shouldn't have access. Maybe you don't have world UV. Maybe you have to define that yourself. Is world UV not a thing? So if I search up world UV, no? Okay. Yeah, so you would probably just pass in you would do render type world vertex chords, and then whenever this vertex is modified, or either of these two, I don't remember which one, I would say play around with it. You can pass in the X and Y through a varying, which we are using here. So you do like varying world chords, and you do like world chords dot X equals blah blah blah, world chords dot Y equals blah blah blah, and then you would use that and reference that inside of the actual fragment pass. There you go. So I think, does this work by chance? This needs to be updated manually. So I will do this. You need to be, it would be under enemy stats. Yeah, it'd be in enemy stats. I would say Are you defining the stats in a common function or in a common folder? You are. I
Yeah,
might.
somewhere in there.
I'm trying to think if it would be worth splitting them out into their own folders, like putting the stats inside of the worm folder rather than into a generic stats folder.
It might be, yeah.
I'll see how this feels, and then we can.
Well,
we can
actually,
work
no,
from
no,
there if
no.
this-
We do want to have all the stats in the same folder, so that way when we want to do, like, if we want to balance all of the enemies at the same time, we can open it up as a table.
So I meant the scripts. So the actual script. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, that would probably make more sense to have it in the enemy itself.
Export var. Oh my god, what am I doing? Export var. I need you to be worm segments, which we'll just say is 5 for now, I guess. And then I also, I guess for now, I'll just use like the same texture probably. Boom.
Okay,
Sorry.
I think I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but it doesn't look bad. Did I draw this on the wrong layer? I did, didn't I?
Export var.
I'm really good at drawing it on the wrong layer.
Folder is a node 2D. You actually don't need a class name. And then I would say func ready is owner as enemy base is this enemy dot info dot as a worm stats. Come back through and add if checks if I feel like I need to. Cannot convert from enemy info to worm stats. You're so right. You got this. You're so right, Bresty. Worm stats dot segments. Or I in worm stats dot segments. I'm going to instantiate worm segment new dot new.
Okay, let's do. So we have 2 new green cards. Let's do one more blue card.
One more hawk to
get at a cookie that does something. I don't know. I don't have very many blue card ideas. Anybody have any blue card ideas?
Anyone have any blue card ideas? What would be something that increases your damage for a certain period of time? Or increases your fire speed for a certain period of time?
Ooh, that would be good, yeah. Blue cards are a buff over time. Because they're legendary card. Yes, there will be cards that are like rare and are fancier. They might drop from like bosses. I'm still figuring that part out. But yeah, blue cards are cards that have an effect over time. So for example, the Ignite card will set you on fire for a period of time, and then when you run around, it'll like light the ground on fire and deal like passive damage to enemies that walk on the fire. And Spring gives you like jump boost for a period of time, which is completely and totally useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably getting moved or updated or something.
Yeah. Energy drink and catnip as well will also make them do different things.
Because they are very, very bad. So I've added this.
Would you look at that? I am top twink on both twink chats.
That's crazy. You called
Can
yourself
we
top
ban
twink.
this guy?
That's actually insane that you said I am top twink. You're like insane and fucked up, Sakay. Did you know
Can
that?
you give people like roles in Twitch chat?
Nope.
No.
You can ban them. That's about it. It might be the play.
Yeah.
Oh no, so new segment of global position is equal to
There's a button that says put user in timeout. That's a nice looking button.
Funk 6 process. I will say for I in segments, which is not actually something I've defined. I will say for segment in segments. I will say something.
Now you want me to push the button now? Is that what you're saying?
Kill him.
Okay.
Okay, I think this will work. No, I meant no, but ugh, stupid English, brother.
What do you mean
You
stupid
literally
English?
just said the wrong word. It's
you
not
just said
stupid
the wrong
English.
word.
Dingus. Is there a Dr. Pepper card?
There is not a Dr. Pepper card currently. The problem is Dr. Pepper is like copyrighted
It's
or whatever.
As fuck. Yeah. It's trademarked as
So
fuck.
we would have to. If you can come up with a good like fake off-brand Dr. Pepper, I will definitely add it. I have yet to come up with a good off-brand Dr. Pepper name though, which is very sad.
Off-brand.
Off-brand, like off-brand games.
Whoa.
Like Rivals of Aether 2 on my go.
Rivals of Aether 2 up?
Although, you know, I don't really like that game anymore because Pirate Software makes so much money off of it.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, Pirate Software is like terrible or something. Oh, it's a worm. It's not currently moving. Why?
Whoa, it's a worm.
Because I didn't add it to the segments list. Segments append.
It's Jover.
Segment.
He's not a real segment. He will never be a real segment.
True. Oh shit, something is happening and I don't know what it is. I saw it move somewhere and I don't... Door no longer works there, yeah. Yeah, it's a we're clowning on people on Twitter because they're stupid. Yeah.
We both really like Rivals of Aether 2. We both play it very much.
Yes.
We are joking.
Yeah. Yeah, people are just stupid. People are very, very stupid.
True. I'm people.
I'm people. True.
Dr. Gobber, Dr. Dante, Dr. Offbrand, Dr. Twink, Dr. Bottom, Dr. You didn't finish that last one.
Dr. House. Oh shit, they're doing something. Oh. Why are we doing that? What is...
Okay, I inverted some of the colors on the lighter. I think I like it better now. Because it adds more contrast to the fire. Because everything else is dark and the fire is light.
Something is wrong. Yeah, success. Yeah, that looks like a success to me. Why?
I want to see.
You shouldn't.
Oh. Oh. I'm sad.
Yeah, here, dude. I'll wait for them. Yeah, there they go.
Yay!
Something is wrong.
It's peak. Oh, I see. Yeah, the Dr. Boykisser and Dr. Tempura.
Oh.
Dr. Tempura kind of goes hard, actually. What do we think of that?
I don't know.
It's either that or Dr. Twink. Those are our two options.
Oh, well. Those are the only two options. That's all we'll ever get. We'll never have anything else.
Ever get.
Man, that sounds terrible. Okay, so I have just one worm segment, and it is currently not behaving correctly.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, no, it looks fine, dude. It looks perfectly fine. Let me toss a gradient texture on this motherfucker, and then we'll find out what it's actually doing.
Brother.
What?
This guy loves gradient textures.
Well, yeah, because they're the best thing that Godot has.
The T in Tempura stands for Twink. Oh.
The T in Billitic stands for...
Drinking it performs Twink Death. Cat gets Ultra Buff. Dog.
Wait.
I hate this place, man.
It's like flipping it back and forth. Am I like doing something wrong? Well,
I mean,
the answer is obviously yes. It's
yes.
not working. So I was doing a clamp here. Let me. So you should not be moving anymore, right? Yeah. So you should be stuck somewhere in the wall. If I do this, you're gonna go back to flipping between them. Yeah. So this one points towards this, which will show us the diff. The distance is that direction. Oh, this should be minus. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, then I can make this like a lot shorter, I think. Well, it's not gonna change until I restart the game, but yeah, dude, look at that. Okay, so now all I need to do is I need to say that you will do global rotation is equal to diff, or I guess direction dot angle. Yes, and then yes, it's a worm, dude.
It's a worm, dude.
Okay.
It's a worm.
It's a worm, dude.
It's a worm.
And then if I say 5 and then reload, does this work now? Well, I have to restart the game, I guess. Cool. Something's wrong. The other segments aren't showing up. Why? Am I actually spawning in these worms? Who up spawning in worms?
Who up spawning in the worms?
This should be... this, right? Am I not print spawning segment? Unless I'm like stupid, this should be just working. Yeah, it does it 5 times. Where are they at? Print. Segment. Global position. Well, that's not particular. Oh, they're all in the exact same spot.
Oh, that's awkward.
Why is that? Is the problem? I guess I can do this, maybe? Mayhaps? Nope. They're still all in the exact same spot.
Ow. Dying.
Okay, dude. Alright, man.
JW, thou no biddy viz. What? What is that? What are you saying? Sakei's just saying words in my chat, and I don't know what
Do you know Biddy Vision?
Oh, Biddy Vision?
Do you still have Biddy Vision on your stream?
Yes, I do. I do have Biddy Vision. Yes, that's fine because I was looking something up. Biddy Vision. I see. You shorten Biddy Vision to Biddy Viz. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you setting the previous segment values? I am. Yes. I think. If there is a segment, which only. Oh wait, no, you're so right. You're actually so right.
Hmm?
You're so right, thank you. Cool. Now they're all gone. Segment is new segment. If segment, previous segment is... otherwise it's enemy. This is like the second time I've written this code, and the first time went much smoother.
That's
Where
crazy.
is the... Oh, cool. Thank you for showing up. Very cool. Where are they now?
Cool.
Hold on. So there's segment. If segment exists in previous segment is segment. Hmm. Previous segment is Worm Boss. Yes. Your
Worm
previous
Boss.
segment should not be Worm Boss. Your previous segment should be... Oh, it's Worm Boss. Okay. And your previous segment is, of course... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. It is... Yeah, they are working almost as expected.
Almost as expected.
Small problem, though. Why the fuck is this one not working? Is this segment always null? It isn't now. You were right that I wasn't assigning it the first time. Yeah. But now that I've assigned it, it's not working. So I don't know why.
Thick.
So this diff is previous segment. So this will be our current position pointing towards the previous segment's global position. Then distance is that. Previous segment global position minus direction times distance. Distance in this case is direction is equal to diff time divided by distance. So if this was vectors, if this was a 0 vector, this would fail, right? But it should never be a 0 vector. But let's find out. Who knows? Maybe it is.
Who knows? Maybe
It is a nan vector. Interesting. Which is telling me that something very horribly is going wrong now.
Sick.
Yeah, it is very sick. It's very, very cool. But global position plus vector 2 times dot right and that. Distance is diff dot length. That times that. Oh my god, I'm something is definitely getting divided by 0 somewhere and it shouldn't be, and I don't know exactly what it is. It starts off at 0 for some reason.
Interesting.
Let's check this. So previous segment in this case is the character body of the worm. And its position is 471 minus 654. The current position of our node is what? I can't really see that here, but I can see that here. Oh, it's on the same spot. Why? You shouldn't be. Am I stupid? Yeah, it is being 0, but I thought that new segment at global position is equal to the current global position plus vector 2 dot right times 10 times I. I should be going up every single time. Is it because it's top level, it needs to be assigned after it's added as a child? Is that the problem?
Goodbye, Sakei.
Nope. That doesn't seem to be the issue. Previous segment dot global position. They're the exact same still. Print I. Okay, I can get rid of this breakpoint for a second because I know somewhat what the issue is. I just don't know why the issue is.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah. Visuals. Wait. No. Let me try making this a float. I doubt that this is the issue, but it'd be like so cool if it was, right?
That would be.
Like if it just worked because of this. It doesn't. It becomes nan. What if I like just... Fuck it. You're going off of the new segment dot previous segment dot global position plus that. Sure, dude. Okay, so that works. I don't know why the other ones didn't, but that looks like that works mainly, somewhat.
Let's go.
I just have to tweak a couple of things. Yippee. So first off, they're very small. And the reason for that is because they're not scaled by 4, because everything in the game is scaled by 4.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty great design decision.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So now that is correct. I just need to change the I guess it will be part of the worm stats, wouldn't it? It should be export var max segment distance, which would be 100 export per min segment distance, which is 10, we'll say. And then inside of the worm segment, rather than storing this in here, we will reference this directly from var worm stats, which whenever we get it, we will say if not worm stats. Or actually, I'll just assign this out, who cares? You guys can find out about this through the worm boss spawner thing.
Yay.
New segment.worm stats is equal to worm stats. And then you worm stats dot in segment distance worm stats dot max segment distance. I think this should update accordingly during the game. So if I were to drag this over to my other window and make it so that these can go up to 1,000 away from each other, I believe it will. Yes, now it's not even going to move forward, which is kind of funny. But if I change it to like 250, there we go. So now these segments will change based on my parameters over here. Which doesn't look particularly... I guess, yeah, no, that works. That's exactly what I want. Okay, cool. So now I need to make it so that I change the texture based on how far along the worm it is. Worm is worming. The worm is worming. The worm's worming as fuck right now. Let me see if my neighbors have texted me now. Oh, they haven't. However, my phone is really low. I'm going to go grab my charger and use the bathroom really quickly. I'm going to put you on screen.
Let's go.
So I will be right back.
Cool. I am drawing a gold paw. Give you gold when you kill enemies. Beautiful. Looks kind of terrible, but that's okay. It'll get there eventually, don't worry. Someday it'll look okay. A little better. I don't know the best way to do this. I don't really like it, but it kind of works. Good beans, thank you.
Okay, I'm back. What are you making?
Card design.
Card design?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a gold paw. It gives you gold for all enemies you kill over a period of time.
That is not Pixelorama. That is Aseprite.
It is Aseprite.
Aseprite. Okay. So.
Sure.
Now what I want to do is. Oh, also, I think Vivance might be working a little bit.
Yay.
It's really weird because it doesn't feel the same as it did whenever Adderall kicked in. However, I think that's fine. Probably. Because it feels like it's more of just like an existence rather than like a like a big kick, you know?
That's probably better.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. We'll see, yeah. I just hope that it works at least somewhat as well as Adderall did.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Yeah, because whenever Adderall worked, it worked like really, really well. But whenever it didn't work, it felt like shit. So, segment dot texture.
I can't tell what to do with like the bottom part of the arm here. It kind of just like disappears into nothingness. Let's just see how this.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah.
It's not like awful, but it's kind of bad.
Okay. I think this should work? Question mark? I think this will have all the parts of the worm now, as long as I didn't code something wrong. Well, I didn't. I didn't expect the body to be... Yeah, the body is a different size than the head. I understand now.
Yeah.
That's probably fine. I just need to do a couple of things. Like... I should add the root sandstorm to my thing. I'm sorry, Rimazuki. I don't want to listen to Down Bad VIP right now. Let's listen to Night in the Woods, probably, as per the always.
This guy is addicted to listening to Night in the Woods.
True. So I'm gonna introduce a scale here, which is going to be distance scale, which will by default be a 1. And I will say distance scale. I want you to be a different size based on where you are and what kind you are. So for example, I want the segments in the middle, these guys, I want to have you guys scale down by about half, I think. I think the tail looks fine, being how it is. But I think the segments in the middle, yeah.
Looking.
Well...
Oh, he is smooth.
No, there's something off about... You know what it is? I think I know what it is. I think the textures are all different sizes, right? Yeah, so they need different pivot points. So... That kind of sucks, but I guess I can say pivot or offset for this guy is equal to probably 0, right? Or minus... Is it raining now? Oh shit, it is.
Let's
Nice.
go. We love rain.
Dot
It's raining in this world.
I think if I were to restart the game and then put this into...
I might redraw this at some point. I'm not super happy with
Motion.
it. It's decent.
Oh shit, I fucked something up bad.
This is the first card that I have that has like multiple colors in it. I think I might make it that like so basic cards will have just the one color. like slightly rarer cards will have multicolor, like 2 colors, and then like the really rare cards will be like the full art ones.
Yeah. Okay. That.
Because I think this would be good as a pretty rare
fine.
card. Because like getting free money.
Money. Aladada.
What do I call this card? Needs a name.
See, these are still like a little bit too close together. Now they're too far apart. Paw of Midas.
Paw of Meowdis.
Meowdis Touch.
Meowdis Touch.
How many segments is this worm gonna have? I guess I could just make it like 15 or some shit and see what that looks like. Whoa. Worm. That doesn't look particularly good. Oh, that's funny though. Okay, now that looks kind of good, I think. Just needs a couple of things. I need to change some things, I think. Also, I will be going in just a little bit.
It's okay.
I've got to get ready for my dinner date with my friends.
Imagine having friends.
True. Couldn't be me. Just kidding, it is me.
Okay, I have Jimmy.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I know. But like, it's
Condolences.
better than nothing.
Okay, cool. Terraria Worm has been achieved. Dope. So now all I gotta do is actually make the rest of the boss fight. Currently you can hit it somewhat. Oh shit, dude. Dude, whenever it's like close to the ground, if you like get it close to the ground, dude, it like tracks onto
Whoa,
you.
that looks really sick actually.
Yeah, dude. Oh, hold up, check this out. Let me go deep in the ground so that it follows me, and if I go up.
That looks super sick.
Terraria Worm.
I'm thinking what would be cool for this guy is to have it that when he goes underground, you can see like his spines, like the little spikes, but you can't see the rest of him. I think that would look really sick. And that wouldn't be that hard. I just have to separate them onto a separate layer and then show them when they're have them show above. And then like the particles, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry if you can hear my dog barking.
So yeah, I think that's a good place for that to be today, I think. Let me think if there's anything else I want to add to it. I guess so it's actually going to need a lot of changes. First off,
Woof woof.
is this does not have what am I trying to say? This doesn't have a hitbox, which is a problem because I want it to have a hitbox. I think, you know what? Actually, let me add that. I can do that. So let's add a new scene called Worm Segment.
Hey, we got 4 new card designs today. Let's go.
Yippee! So this Worm Segment new will have this code on it. Excuse me. And you actually need a couple of changes. First off, you don't have a texture anymore because you are just a node 2D and not a sprite 2D. You now need a sprite 2D, which is going to be visual. And then you also need a hitbox, which is going to be you. Assign out a help component we won't for now. Collision shape 2D. Just give it this circle shape. I don't know what size it needs to be. And then I'm going to say texture is a set val Sprite bar, Sprite tea. And then you also need to know about the health component. How am I going to do that? I think what I'll do is I will save our health components for now. I think I'm happy with doing it this way. Let's see. Hitbox.health. Health. Here's equal to val. This, and then inside of the visuals, I will do new segment dot health components.
Okay. Sorry to step away for just a second.
That's fine, I guess.
Meow.
Okay.
Meow. Sorry. Sorry, that was an
knock that
accident.
one off. Does this work?
What?
Does this just work? By
Does
the
this
way,
just work?
what are the
Let's see.
chances? Does this just work?
Nope.
Oh, because I never assigned the variable. I exported variables and forgot to. No.
He's
What?
literally me. Oh.
Invalid assignment of property or key texture with value of type that on a base object of type nil. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, because I'm not using the scene. I understand. I get you. I understand that.
Ah.
I'll do
Oh,
const
so eepy.
segment scene is a packed scene of a preload. Res worm segment. Once I get this working, I think I'm gonna call the stream here because I do need to get going.
Yeah, it's all
Because
good.
I've still got to get ready because I think it's like a decent drive away. But I can speed run. I'm a speedrunner. Segment scene dot instantiate, and then I think that this should work. Hopefully. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Invalid assignment of value type that on a base object of type area 2D. Did I? Yep. I grabbed the wrong segment. Scene. I used yours, not mine.
Oopers.
Okay, so now we're breaking. Oh, because there's no offsets. Fuck. So right. Oh, you know what it is? You know what time it is? Same thing. Vector 2 offset sprite dot offset equal to that. Offset is equal to vector 2 that, and I don't know, 0 0. Sure, dude. Do what you need to.
We should make a cat worm.
A cat worm? What does that even? What does that mean?
It means the worm, but it's a cat.
What is? I don't understand.
Like a cat, but it's like a worm.
But it's a worm. Okay. A cat, but it's a worm. A worm, but a cat. Okay, so now it's going, and if I hit it on like here, shit, I didn't give it collision.
Oh, did you not set the collision there?
No.
It has to be looking for
does
enemy attack.
What?
Oh, did it work? Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
I'm right. You're right. I'm wrong.
So it is working. It's just not appearing in the correct spot,
Yeah.
which is fine. Okay, there we go. All right,
It's pretty sick.
I'm done. I think.
Okay. Oh, one quick
That's what I'm
thing
gonna
is,
call it here.
I don't think we want to have damage numbers on the player. That's just one little thing I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, that
was
needs to be
just-
fixed. The damage numbers
yeah.
need a tweaking as well. It was
Yeah,
just a
it's good.
debug thing that you were
Yeah.
like, dude, we should add this.
I think that was you, actually.
Alright.
But, yeah.
What was me?
I think you were the one. I don't remember saying that we should have damage numbers.
Well,
you
I
just,
added
like,
them as a debug thing, and then you were like, oh, we have damage numbers. That looks sick.
Oh,
And you
okay.
were like, maybe we should keep that.
Yeah, maybe I did do that. I don't remember, man.
Because I added it for testing during the hitbox UIDs change to make sure that I was
yeah.
only damaging it once.
Yep.
And you were like, dude, that's kind of nice. So.
It is.
All right,
kinda
I'm
nice.
gonna call it here. I don't know if you're gonna keep streaming or not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
But-
call it here. I got my art done. I will probably work on some more boring stuff off stream.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna rush and get ready.
All right.
I'm going out to dinner.
Guess
so
we can raid somebody.
catch
Let's
you
go
guys
see
later.
who we can raid.
I don't know.
Hmm?
Is there someone that
You don't have to.
himself?
I'm just saying.
we need to speedrun this. And I'm getting anxious. I'm like, dude, I gotta go.
Who are we raiding? Loading.
Someone that I know that's.
Well, Hypnotic is streaming as per usual, so. Is there
Oh,
anybody
man.
else? There's just Covino.
Oh, we can do just Cafino.
Yeah, we can do that.
We saw him at Twitch.
Yeah.
Not TwitchCon, at GittoCon. Alright, yeah, so I will catch
Yeah.
you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.
We'll be
Thanks for hanging
streaming
out, /raid.
at 6:30 Tuesday at EST.
Yeah. Yep. Alright. I have started
Goodbye,
the raid.
everybody. Me too.
I'm going to speed out of here once this is good to go, and then I will catch you guys later on Tuesday. You guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for having a good time. Good luck in your game dev endeavors, and I will see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.